Hey everyone, we're here with some more Would You Rather. Starting the week off a little bit later as far as content goes. Had a late night last night, so I'm a little tired. I don't want to go delving deep into puzzles or mysteries while I'm tired. So we're gonna learn a bit about me, I guess. We're gonna start off with a really easy one here. Would I rather be a nerd or be a jock? A nerd. I am a nerd. I like nerds. I don't have a problem with jocks. I mean, if you're a jerk, sure, but that's not inherent to being a jock. I knew plenty of very nice jocks in high school. I mean, there were the bullies too, but just because you're a jock doesn't mean you're a jerk. I'm sure I could, if I was clever, I could think of some way to make that work. I mean, I guess alliteration is fine enough, but whatever. Would I rather get caught cheating or catch your partner cheating? Once again, another one of these. Neither of them are good options, but I'm going to catch my partner cheating. Because I'm not the kind of person to cheat, I don't think. And by I don't think, I mean I've had a solid, one relationship in my life, and I didn't cheat in that. So I can't say I'm quite versed, but, it's such a terrible thing to do. I can't imagine ever being in a situation where it seems like it'd be the right thing to do. So I guess I should rectify that, because it's never the right thing to do, I don't think. Cheating could never be the right thing to do. At least, in, a relationship, If you need to... No, I'm gonna stop there, because someone's gonna call me out on something, so, would I rather find out your girlfriend is pregnant, as in the next 10 seconds? Well, that'd be weird, seeing as I don't have a girlfriend. Or find out that you can never have kids again. Ooh. Neither of these are good. Right, so I'm going under the logic that if I were to find out my girlfriend is pregnant as in the next 10 seconds, I would also immediately have a girlfriend and she would be pregnant. So I'm gonna go with the assumption that if I know you can never have kids means I can never biologically have kids. Like I'm sterile or whatever the word is, but I could still adopt and stuff. And I think I'd rather do that in this moment, just because I do want kids at some point in my life, but this is not that moment. I'm nowhere near prepared for children. So I'd rather be able to be forced to adopt or something along those lines when I'm ready than be forced into it now. But then again, that is the assumption that it's just that I can never have my own biological children. Would I rather eat Nutella or eat bacon? Bacon. Both are really good. But I'm much more of a savory over sweet kind of guy. And now, don't get me wrong, I could eat a ton of Nutella. But bacon's just so good and it goes good with everything. And it's not even like you can only eat... Oh, actually it does say whatever you don't choose can never be eaten again. Okay. But yeah, still, I'd rather go bacon. Would I rather have an all-expense-paid 2-month vacation in France or be on the moon for an hour? Oh, moon for an hour. Assuming I'm not I'm not dead. Like I'm on the moon for an hour with, a rocket ship and spacesuit and all the required things to survive and get back home. But then, yeah, moon for it without a doubt. Because, I mean, honestly, I don't know if I'd want to take a 2-month vacation anywhere. 2 months is a long time to be away from me and my things. In the summers, there's a 3-week period usually. Sometimes it's not always in a row, but there's 3 weeks during the summer that my family takes vacations. There's 2 weeks at a lake house. It's not constant for everyone. I'm there because I don't really have work. I'll have to figure out how to do video stuff then. It's always kind of been a problem in my previous attempts at doing YouTube stuff. But most of the parents and stuff, people who have jobs there, vacation for either a week or they come in during weekends and stuff like that. They make what they can, but they can't always be there. And then the third week is Gen Con, which I mentioned, I think in a previous Would You Rather, but I'm not sure. It's this huge gaming convention in Indianapolis. Amazing fun, absolutely love it. But that's it's almost a month of vacation, and I love it, it's fun. But at the same time, I don't know if I'd want to be away from my things for 2 months. That's just a lot. So now, granted, I think I'm going to go with the moon for an hour. Plus, you could say, hey, I was on the moon. Wow, that's a 50-50. That's a 50-50 that is just less than 1,000 people are the difference. And it's obviously in favor of France by about 1,000. So that's really close. Would I rather be a world-class footballer or a world-class cricketer? Is it cricketer? Is that what that is? So I could be really good at soccer because I'm American, or cricket. Probably soccer, honestly. I know soccer. I know of soccer, and by what I mean by I know soccer, like I've physically watched soccer being played. I don't think I've ever seen anyone actually play cricket. Would I rather be a rock star or a movie star? Oh man, probably movie star. Honestly, I don't have any problem with being a rock star, except for the fact that I have zero musical talent. Like I can't sing, I can barely dance, I can't play any instrument. I have no timing. It's just, or I guess I should say rhythm. I have no rhythm, so it's just. Music is not something that I would ever be good at, I feel, unless, at least not without a ton of, like, classes and practice and work. Like a lot of it. Like, I needed to start it when I was 10, a lot of it. Movie star, on the other hand, I mean, I feel like at some point in the future, it's not even an impossibility. Like, I'm not striving super hard to be an actor or anything right now, but I did some theater in high school, and by some I mean, like, a little bit. Like, I took a class in senior year because I had to. And I definitely liked it more than I thought I would. As far as the whole being on stage and memorizing plays. And I had a bit of stage fright at the time. Not a whole ton, but it was hard to, like, look at people. Like, there was one of the projects we had to do was we had to memorize a monologue. And the memorizing it and reciting it wasn't hard at all. It was, that stuff actually came pretty naturally to me. It was just, like, sitting up in front of the class and just, like, staring. It was hard for me to stare at not the ground. So I actually remember the first time I finished it, the teacher was like, alright, do it again, but look at me. So I had to look at the teacher the entire time. And, like, once you get used to it, it's very natural, but the beginning part can be a little rough in that sense. But I enjoyed a decent amount, so I wouldn't be opposed to acting if the opportunity showed itself. Would I rather be Matt Damon or Ben Affleck? So I can either be Lost on Mars or be Batman, I'm pretty sure, is Ben Affleck. I could be wrong, though, because I'm absolutely the worst at names. Especially celebrity names. I'm gonna go with Matt Damon. Just because, like, I hear his name more, so I think people like him more. Not to say that people necessarily dislike Ben Affleck. I do think people are not happy with him in the Batman role, at least that was when it was first announced. They were like, what is this garbage? I'm not sure about the general consensus anymore, but... So would I rather always be overdressed or always be underdressed? I would rather always be overdressed, but I tend to always be underdressed. So I'm gonna go overdressed because I'm not the best looking person, but I feel like a nice suit or like even just like a nice button-up shirt tie kind of combo thing can really improve someone's look a lot. So I'm gonna go with that. Would I rather have? We did this one already. Would you rather wake up in a bathtub full of ice missing a kidney, or wake up in a public bathroom with a handful of singles and a really lazy eye? I'm sorry. Do I personally have a lazy eye, like my eyeball has become lazy, or is there a lazy eye in my hand with the $1 bills? Because those are very different things. Honestly, I'm probably gonna go with kidney. Like, sure, it sucks, but, like... It's just, I have one less kidney. I don't think I need all my kidneys to survive. Like, there'll be, like, police reports, and I'll probably go to the doctor more often because, hey, a stranger went inside my body and took out a kidney. Gotta make sure that's all good. But, like, I confused the lazy eye thing throws me off. Is it in my hand or is it in my head? So I'm gonna go with that one. Yeah, I guess. Kidneys aren't that important. Would I rather have a slight lisp or a slight cockeye? I don't actually know what a cockeye is. I assume it's like my eye isn't quite on center. But I'm gonna go with lisp. Because I actually know there's a lot of cool people who either have lists actively or have worked to overcome lists. And like I know, like right now, my speech isn't the best. Like if I had the opportunity, and I probably do somewhere, I just had to like look for it. If I could take like I don't know what the term for class is, or I don't think speech therapist is the right word, but like someone to help me, like a class to kind of learn how to speak better. Like if I were to like do like shows or like, you know, give speeches, someone I'd go to learn how to enunciate and, you know, diction and all that kind of stuff. If I could learn that stuff, I think that'd be really useful. Would I rather eat a spoonful of cinnamon or snort mustard? Why would cinnamon? I mean, it doesn't say in one big gulp. Just eat a spoonful of cinnamon slowly and carefully, and don't shove mustard up your nose. There you go. Wow, I don't know why anyone would pick that option. Would I rather be Zeus or Poseidon? They're both pretty cool. As I mentioned before, I really like water, so Poseidon's definitely got some potential there. But Zeus is like, he's literally the king of the gods. He's the best of the best. Now, sure, he's got some issues. Like, would I basically be Zeus the exact same way Zeus was, but in my head? Or would I just, like, be me and have Zeus's powers? Because if it was powers, well, no, I think if it was powers, I'd still pick Poseidon. Because, like, sure, Zeus can shoot lightning, which is cool and everything. But if I'm just walking down the street and zap someone with lightning, the police are going to arrest me. Because I just attacked someone with lightning. Also, there'll be a lot of investigation because I just attacked someone with lightning. So I'm gonna go be Poseidon and do water things. Yeah, I guess, like, the ratio makes sense. But I like Poseidon. Would I rather be able to survive any injury or fall, or be able to pull out any Acme Corporation product out of your pocket? Definitely survive an injury or fall. With the Acme Corporation, I'm just gonna blow myself up a lot. That's how Wile E. Coyote did every time. Just boom. Always hurt himself. Would you rather have a drunk personal driver or a thieving nanny? Thieving nanny. Oh, it says you cannot fire them and you must use their services. Alright, I won't fire the nanny. I'll get video proof of her stealing from me, give it to the police, and the police will arrest her. And then she will not be fired. She will... Is there a term for that? For not being able to do a job because you're in prison? Is there like a term for that? I don't know. Thieving nanny. Would I rather... I don't even know what the first one is, but just the fact that the second one is amazing. Would you rather marry a 10-year-old and have a faithful relationship while receiving $100,000 per year, or not? Yeah, no, definitely, I'm not marrying a 10-year-old. No, that's not okay. It's funny, because I bet you there's a decent amount of, like, actual 10-year-olds who are playing this game. And I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? But, like, no, definitely. Nope, no, definitely not. I'm not marrying any 10-year-olds. Have the first name... Okay, so I believe someone meant to put quote markers around these names, but something happened in the coding or something. So you can either have the first name Cletus or the first name Rusty. I'm probably gonna go Rusty. I don't know, Cletus, I mean, neither of the names are, like, great names. But I think with, like, Rusty, it kind of gives me the... At least I could twist it in the implication where, like, I'm really good at, like, mechanic-y stuff, or, like, you know, working with rusty things. Whereas Cletus, I kind of assume I just make moonshine and shoot at people to scare them away. So I'm gonna go with Rusty. Alright, a lot of people agree with Rusty. Would I rather be the last human left on Earth or be dead? Yeah, I mean, I suppose, you know, these are, like, the most fun option in the world. Like, be dead is, you know, sure, it's over. But being the last human left on Earth, I don't know if I have the skills to survive being the last human left on Earth. Like, maybe if I immediately get placed in a position where, like, I don't have to do too much. Or, like, you know, like, if I get put in, like, some, like, city, like a major city where there's a lot of shops and stores and, like, resources for me to work with. As well as, like, a school, like a college or something where I can learn things. Like, that would work, I guess. But, like, if it was to just drop me off here where I am, I don't know how long I last, honestly. So I'm just gonna be dead, honestly. Like, yeah, just... I know it's, like, the kind of lame option, because you're not really putting the effort, but I just don't think I have the skill set to be the last human left on Earth. Watch Lost or watch The Office? I don't really want to watch either, honestly. I guess I'll watch The Office over The Lost because I prefer comedies, but I don't find The Office that funny, so I guess I'll just, like, Maybe I can put it on in the background while I do other things. Would you rather be able to run 40 miles an hour or own a car? Oh, run 40 miles an hour without a doubt. Yeah, done and done. Be waterboarded to death or be electrocuted to death. Oh, God. Neither of these are good. I mean, I guess... yeah, they're both the terrible things. I'm gonna go with electrocuted, because in my head, without having ever proof of being electrocuted, eventually your brain would just kind of shut off, like you'd short circuit and then at least be not really conscious or something. Would I rather... I feel like we've done this one already, but I'm not sure. It's sometimes hard to remember between what I've done and what I've seen other people do. So have a lightsaber, have a phaser. It's a lightsaber without a doubt. Like, honestly, I don't have particular preferences on these shows, or movies, I guess movies and show. They're both good. I enjoy them to a decent extent, both of them. But just lightsabers are so much cooler than phasers, it's just fact. Now, if it was like lightsabers and like a replicator or a teleporter, sure, that's a fair fight. But between a lightsaber and a phaser, lightsaber. Yeah, see? Because I guarantee you there's more Star Trek fans in this that are here. But lightsabers are just cooler and I feel like more useful. Would I rather eat a Butterfinger or eat a Snickers? Eat a Butterfinger. Butterfingers are so good. Oh no, you're all so wrong. I'm so sorry that have you never had a Butterfinger? You just don't know what they are? Is it like Snickers are in places around the world and Butterfingers aren't? Because Butterfingers are so good. Would I rather stub my toe or get a paper cut? Yeah, I mean, neither of them are a big deal. I'm not gonna stub my toe. Yeah, like, it's not a big deal. Like, I mean, I stub my toe pretty frequently, unfortunately. And as long as it's not, like, a major stub, like, I'm not, like, smashing my pinky toe into, like, I don't know, a concrete wall or something, like, full force, then yeah, it'll hurt, but it's like, I'll get over it. Granted, I mean, I suppose you could say that about a paper cut, too. It's like, oh, it hurts, okay, you know, I'll deal with it. Don't get any lemon juice in it for a little while. Would I rather walk barefoot in a Lego factory or walk barefoot on burning hot coals? Walk barefoot in a Lego factory. Because there's no Legos on the floor of the factory. They just get made there. The entire factory isn't made of Legos. It isn't like the workers have to work around the uneven floors of Legos it's a concrete, probably, floor that the Legos are made in. Pretty obvious. Watch The Sandlot or watch The Goonies. 2 movies. I've never seen all of them. I don't know what came out, but what I meant to say is that I have not watched the full movies of either of these. I've seen bits and pieces. I think I've seen more of The Sandlot than I have of The Goonies. I know they're both good movies. I just don't watch movies. I'm not a movie dude. I really am not. I'll probably go with The Goonies, just because I know more about The Sandlot, so, like, I'll gain more from watching The Goonies, I feel. Would I rather have no family or have no friends? Oh, no. That's, yeah, that's so rough. I don't know. Like, right, are they dead, or am I just, like, leaving? Like, I don't know, like, because like, in my current position, like, my family supports me right now. So, like, having no family would basically mean I'm boned. But having no friends would equally be worse for the long run, because my family's limited, with the exception of, my other family, like, my sisters or cousins or whatever, getting married, having kids, all that stuff. My family's very limited. Whereas friends, I can make the entire world be my friends. And can my family, now that I have no family, be my friends? Like, is it that I get disowned or whatever, and then they're just my friends now or something? Can I do that? Because, like, in the grand scheme of things, like, overall, my whole life, I'd rather have friends than family, only because I can have so many more friends than I could possibly ever have as a family, unless some weird things happen. So, I'm gonna go with have no family, but I know my family watches this, so know that I love you. This is not anything against you. It's just in the grand scheme of things, throughout my entire life, I will probably have more friends, or I should say, I will hopefully have more friends than I will have had total family members alive and, like, in like, not like immediate relation with me, so, like, they're not, like, some, like, great uncle in, like, Greece or something like that. Like, I don't know, I'm not gonna probably ever talk to that person, they're so far away, so I do love you. Yeah, that's a lot of people who don't want friends. Okay. This is probably the last one here. Would you rather brutally assault a police officer or brutally assault a well-known gang member? Yeah, brutally assault a well-known gang member. Yeah, definitely, because I do that, and then there might even be a reward if they're a well-known gang member. And then I could get, like, protected, like, hey, I just pissed off this gang, maybe, depending on if I can work out a loophole for the word, like, what defines a gang and what doesn't. Like, can it be a gang of 7-year-olds? Because I beat up a 7-year-old, rather than get shot a lot, so, options. So I'm gonna go with a well-known gang member. There we go, majority there. So that's gonna be it for the video. I don't know why I just scrolled down there. Have fun looking at those comments for a few seconds. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, please like and share the video. Subscribe to keep up to date with future uploads, and hopefully you'll tune in next time.